Hi to the whole network. My name is Srđan. I'm currently the president of EYP Serbia. My term started in this July, so I'm just at the beginning. We are currently at the president's meeting in the beautiful city of Porto. This is our last day, and it's been an incredible experience. What I would like to talk about today is how we are dealing with outreach and inclusion in EYP Serbia, and how outreach weekends and other outreach events are functioning. So we first started, I think, with organizing outreach weekends as wholesome sessions. I think it was 3 years ago, and myself, I presided one of the first outreach weekends, and it has been a great experience in terms of actually implementing the same methodology and the same system that we use in EYP in regular regional sessions and national sessions to actually introduce that experience to smaller surroundings, smaller cities, towns, and include youth from different backgrounds into our way of thinking and working. The way how it has been working with EYP Serbia, every year we have 3 outreach weekends, and each year we try to include 2 more new cities, but also come back to one city that we organized already outreach weekend in that city. So that way we tried to include a new bunch of people, but also try to build some kind of base in the cities that we already visited, and maybe potentially developing a stronger, let's say, EYP community in those cities, and potentially organizing some kind of local or regional office in that city and developing more. And just maybe goal would be to organize a regional session somewhere in the future. What are some problems or challenges I would say that we are facing is, of course, the lack of people and participants on those events. It's not that the youth are not interested, it's just that it's something really new and something that they didn't experience or see before. So I guess that people can be skeptical towards new things, but with the right approach, with the right presentation and the right people to actually present the whole idea and the values that we aim for and that we believe in, I think that is something that is the right approach, and that is something that the youth everywhere all around Europe can recognize as a good thing. Also, the problem is if we are coming to the new surroundings, a new city, and we don't have any EYPers from that city. So one of the problems is actually that somebody has to travel to that city, maybe even multiple times, to actually organize it logistically. That is one aspect. And another aspect is to actually present the event and try to hold presentations in school. That is the main way how we actually present the idea and the whole event of the outreach weekend to high school students. So usually how it works is that we will have somebody from the more experienced EYPers from Serbia, or head organizers of the event or other organizers that would go to a new city. They would go to a school and hold a presentation to the high school students and invite them to apply for the event. So we basically have open call for the people, but we also try to encourage maybe schools or some professors from the school to gather some kind of, let's say, delegations. But since EYP is not closely connected to schools in Serbia, we mostly go for the open call, so anybody has a chance to apply for the event, and we try to encourage them and present the event in the best possible way. So in the last year, we had really successful events in that sense that we didn't have problems with the amount of participants, and also the funding for the event increased, which made the quality of the event and the whole experience much better for the first time participants. Firstly, when we started with the outreach weekends, it wasn't easy with the fundings, as much of the network knows. There's a lot of struggle with that. But last year we had a really fruitful cooperation with European Endowment for Democracy, who they recognized the value of the whole event and what we are trying to achieve with the regional development and the inclusion of other, let's say, less privileged maybe youth. So in that sense it was more successful. As it comes for the venues, we would usually try to find out if somebody knows or has friends from that city. So we would usually try to ask for advice, which is always the best way and the easiest way to find different venues or different contacts to organize the event. However, if that is not possible, we just rely on Google and our previous experience in organizing, and hope for the best. So if you still haven't tried to organize an outreach weekends, I would personally encourage you to think about that, since there is a lot of treasure to be discovered in smaller surroundings, and a lot of incredible young people that could be a real and valuable addition to your NC.